You are now listening to the Beardy Bros podcast.
The 23rd Street. Signature gin.
Ooh, gin and tonic, bro? You getting the gin and tonic happening?
Bro, I don't even know if you even hear that. Fuck, where'd the lid go? Did you hear that?
I had a little poop.
A little plop.
That's not gonna go. Poop.
I'm hoping the hopefully the mic picks up nicely. Right. It doesn't. It smells. Actually, that's what it smells like. It smells like aftershave.
Ew.
That's how strong it is. Like. Free.
But I've got nothing to mix it with, and I'm not drinking it fucking straight.
No, this shit's strong too.
See what I don't want to.
That's what I don't
I
like.
don't want to open it.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not putting much in it because this stuff's pretty like. If I put it to
That's
the
a little sip. That's
Dude.
a little sip, son.
This shit's fucking 40% alcohol.
That's a little fucking thumbnail. If that.
Yeah, but I'm not filling. Do you know how far I fill this fucking thing up, bro?
Oh. Yeah, that's coming in a box like this, man. I'm like, I can't drink it.
I mean, I don't fill it up that high.
Touche. Yeah, this is a single barrel select. Whatever that means.
Because I don't want to overdo it, but I don't like because it's quite strong. Like I've sipped
This is 45%. Okay.
This stuff's because
It
this is
safest
strong. Like
not
it's
to drink while pregnant. Okay.
so I just like to have a nice.
25 standard drinks.
Yeah, it's got some.
I think I
ginger
get a good, like, maybe 10, 15 drinks out of this.
Hey, how many?
Probably get a good 10 to 15 drinks out
Yeah,
of this.
sounds about right.
Maybe less.
When it's that though, on the other hand, like if I have a glass like that, it would be like a fair size. Like, you know, that would be like.
I say, like, roughly.
And then the rest of it will be like Coke. So like,
a drink.
all of it. Actually, maybe half of it would be fucking yeah. Half of that glass would be that, and the rest would be Coke. Because then Coke only comes up to
Right.
like here. Like I always leave that gap along the top. You don't fill it up. So like you have a gap
No,
there.
because you can't drink it.
So you have the alcohol to about halfway there, and then the rest will be Coke. So half and half usually.
It's got a floaty in it. I'm
A
guessing because it's been sitting for years.
A floaty.
Yeah, like a little floaty. I mean, all our alcohol's got a floaty in it. But, like, this had a big floaty, like a big chunk. Oh, it's gone. It must have broke up. Where the fuck did it go? I'm being done by. Oh, there. Oh, no, it's the little ones. Yeah, but like.
Oh, that tastes nice.
I can't drink it, man.
Can't drink
It's actually in a nice.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true though.
I'm like, maybe for my 30th, but that didn't happen. Like that.
Or you going to crack it for your 30th?
Yeah,
There's plenty of
Ooh,
time to crack
had
it. I would have definitely gotten into it by then.
it's actually magnetized.
I want some of that now. Damn.
You want some?
I want some.
Have 50.
If I got that, I would have already been to it by now.
For the 50th birthday now.
Save it for
Another
your
20 years.
Save it for your 50th.
Another 20 years, bro. Let's go. When we're
Fuck.
on season what? We're on season
Fucking hell, dude. That's
20. I
right. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that could
Season
stop us.
23?
I honestly don't think there's anything that could really stop us from doing this. Is there?
Would that
Like-
be the longest running podcast? Maybe. Because
I don't
Joe
know.
Rogan's not that long, is it? Really? Like, it's not that old.
He's been on it for a couple of years. But I reckon. But
Yeah.
will Joe Rogan keep doing it till the day he dies? You reckon?
Probably not.
Or you reckon he'll
He
end it
does get a
soon?
lot of backlash. He'll probably just give up eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Spotify will keep paying him really.
Well,
to
there's that too,
have it
yeah.
on there.
His sponsors and stuff. Here we are just doing it for free. We don't even have fucking sponsors or anything. We just fucking do it just to do it.
We could, but
So that's what gets me with that thing about. That's what I think about. Like, people, I guess, get funded to do it. I mean, we have our time spare free to do it. We're like, it's the weekend night.
Not just that, but we can do it any time of the week, really. Like,
Realistically,
it's just we do it on a Saturday because
we're free. It's
the day we picked then that we were free. Like we were free then because I didn't have sauce or nothing back then.
No.
Like, I was free any time. No, because they couldn't work because I was working all the time.
Yeah. Weekend knows me too because I was working too. Now that I'm like free, I can do so much more content for like our channel and my channel and whatever. I'm just like, fuck it. I have so much time. It's like boom, 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 making stuff and filming stuff and putting stuff out.
Right? It's satisfying to do that, like to make content.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm enjoying it.
I feel more accomplished I do doing content than anything.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Guess it's like, oh, you should be working, making money. Where I'm at now, I've worked 15 years of my life in retail. I mean, before we get into it, okay, before we get into the story, I think before we get into the story, what's up, bearders and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros podcast. Get out of the way before we go into it. Yeah, so I've worked 15 years of my life. Me doing what I've done now for like the last couple of months being unemployed, I feel more accomplished doing my own things than working and like trying to make money and thrive where I'm making no money. I feel more accomplished now than ever before. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I feel like it's just like, fuck all your shit, fuck the system. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm making, and it's just fun. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, I've gotten back into painting as well the last couple of days, and I'm loving it. I've finally got that little bug back again, and I'm like, painting! I want to paint things! And like, yep, I'm having fun. So.
I know I brought this on, wasn't it? That fucking Johnny Depp painting you were watching. It's like, I want to paint.
I want to paint things. So it's just all the different things, and just, I don't know, just people painting and kind of being around the atmosphere to like...
A couple of weeks, we watched that, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Him painting, like, he's a good fucking painter.
Well, there's a lot of stuff too. Like people were painting a lot of the like the neighbors started doing it because they saw it on TikTok. Like everyone on TikTok's been like, doing,
no,
that weird planet painting things, and how everyone's doing the planets, and like it seems so easy just to like spray paints and things, and then you like stencil around it, paint it black, and then you just like the newspaper and stuff, and you pair it away into like crinkly space things and stuff like that. Like here, let me quickly grab it.
I have never seen that. I have no idea what.
So I've got one of them here. So here's one I've done. I actually did more to it today. So it's just that there so far. So it's just spray painting where you just spray paint and then usually you just get.
Is that an octopus?
It's like a comment. I've got to add more to it still. It's just
it's just like an octopus.
I mean, it could become a space octopus. Who knows? So that's the thing. I'm just going with the painting where the painting takes me. So it was just spray paint. This is all the backing's all spray paint, and it was just a spray painted area, and then I just put some newspaper on it, peeled off, and like look at all the weird like bubbly. Like I let it bubble itself, and it went all weird and like.
That's why I said an octopus that like sticks out from the.
That there, it's like this orangey, flamey looking octopus, and then there's just it's like a weird nebula space. The planet's purple and pink, and then the back, and then there's just like whatever's going on, and there's this like whatever this is. It could become a space octopus.
It looks like it's metallic.
It looks like that, eh? It's so weird how it's still got that shine to it. It's got some white in it, some glossy white and stuff, and it's making
it looks like it's a bit of metal, like.
So it's kind of like whatever. I'm just going with it.
It's a canvas, isn't?
Yeah, just a canvas. It was a canvas that someone had started painting on. I found it on the curbside, and I just grabbed it and spray painted over it. So there's a lot of that. People are doing that stuff where it's so simple. And the neighbor was trying to do it, and I was like, "This is all you do. All you do is just go to spray a splotch." Just spray a splotch with your base paint that you want to use, your base color. Then you let that kind of give it a few seconds, and you spray it with another color on top. You crimple up newspaper, you slap it on the circle, you peel it back, and then you have like this ripple effect from the paper. It's usually newspaper or like the scrapbooking paper. If you use like textbook paper, like if you use like notepad paper or like normal like print paper, it doesn't work because the crimpling it doesn't know how to absorb. It doesn't absorb the paint properly. So you need that's why the newspaper.
It's made just for ink. Really,
yeah, exactly. So that's why newspaper is the best.
Newspaper, that's recycled paper. Like that's
very absorbent and it crimples nice.
It's not the best quality, but it does like it cleans windows, it cleans glass, it like
You can do so much with it. Like newspaper is best for like so many cool little
literally.
things.
The thing to clean a window or anything that like
Yep, newspaper.
just say you got a tempered glass computer case, newspaper. You spray it, then get the newspaper.
It does the job.
I don't know about cases. I mean, maybe a case that's glass.
Yeah, anything glass.
It doesn't scratch it either.
No, it's best to use because it's nice and
Which
light.
is weird. Like you'd think, because newspaper's sharp and pointy.
You think so?
And
It's because it's like soft. It's like how it's done. But yeah, no, you just do that. You do that, and then you get like the circle shape you want. So if like I've got a paint tin, so I put that over the spot, and then you paint around black or whatever color you want the space to look like. So space is usually dark, or it could be blue or whatever. And then you get that nice circle, which is left of a planet, and then you can add like the glow to it if you want. And there's a lot of people doing it. But again, it's art. It's interpreted from how you do it and how it looks. So it's going to be very unique. Like even though everyone's doing the same thing,
two people can be right next to each other doing the exact
Yep.
same thing,
and it'll come out
doing
different.
completely different things.
Because I watched this kid doing it, and he was giving a tutorial, and I was like confused by it because he does the whole process. But one of the processes he did, he had some black, and he like tried to do a shadow with the thing. He blacked around it, and then colored on top of it with all these colors, did the thing, and then blacked again. I'm like, what was even the point of the first black layer? You literally didn't need to do that step because you had black sprayed for a circle, then you colored on top of it, then you put it, and then you blacked again. I'm like, why did you even do that? And then this kid, like, after he did that, he like put these random stripes in it that didn't even phase out properly. It just looked like blobs of like red, white, and blue that made it, and then but like here's space, but then there's a cloud of red, white, and blue like that did not match. I'm like, what the. Like, I guess this is your art. This is art. It's interpreted, but I was like, that is like,
doesn't work.
I was like, that doesn't work. Like contrast, the contrast of it didn't work at all. Like there was no, it didn't blend appropriate. There was no color matching.
Color. I'm guessing he didn't like the.
That's
color.
like, well, that's like I said.
Back over it.
Color matching. Everything I went with was only had the purple and the pinks and the white, so I went with that. So it color matched nicely. But that stands out.
Face is pretty much that.
Yeah. And the only reason I went with that is because that's fire, but it stands out.
Again, that's all we see on movies and TV, not what.
So I mean, it's all different. I did one of them, and I gave it to my parents. I was like, "Here you go, you can have this painting." But no, I'm getting into that again. I can't need more spray paints, but I can just hand paint stuff anyway. Like if I really wanted to, just paint a circle, fucking tin on it, and then paint the background, and then I go nice circle, and then let it dry, and then just do the same. It takes longer. Spray paint's a little bit quicker.
A tin, a plate, anything round.
So it's been pretty fun. So I'm kind of getting into the art again, kind of wanting to do stuff like that, maybe interpret it with it again. So like even that, I just did the background. I could do another one and actually make a space octopus. It could happen. I was thinking about it. I mean, like I said, so far this could be a comet. It could be a space octopus. I could always change it, add more tentacles. Actually,
you have to do it outside, right?
Yeah, outside, never inside.
The
ventilation.
Fumes of the spray paint.
Or even when you're spray painting, it's always best to wear a mask, or like even get a shirt if you don't have a mask. Get a shirt and wrap it over your face just to help protect.
Mask. You get the air one.
I mean, it's only spray paint, but like you want to be at least
Look like
face
a fucking
covered.
infestation person going around. I'm just spray painting. Calm down.
So that's exactly it. So got into that. So that's happening. So, but like I said, I feel like I'm achieving more anyway with what we've been doing lately. Definitely that.
Right? That's crazy, man.
So that was just a little sideway. But yeah. So.
But then again, as you said before, you had the writer's block, or was it someone else?
No, I said something like that. It was like my artist block.
Fucking Southtown.
Southtown.
No,
He had
yesterday.
Oh, okay. He
came into the stream when I was doing the. What's it called?
Stream.
The Summer Game Fest.
Oh yeah.
He came in and said he's doing a work essay, but he's got writer's block. And I was like, oh yeah, just join in the stream, have fun, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
The end of the stream is like, finished.
Hey, it worked.
I was like, told you, it always works.
Just come and listen and chill, and yeah, just get that medium flowing.
Right?
So as
when
it
you
is,
look at stuff like that, it just gets.
Yeah, it happens. It's just one of those things. That's like me with my painting. So it's the same thing. Like I haven't really had anything to really.
Like you can't just sit there saying I can't do it because that doesn't help anything.
Oh, that's the thing. It's one of those things.
One of them things.
But anyway, if no one hasn't realised this week, it's Summer Games Fest has kicked off. Last week we had the PlayStation State of Play stuff come out. This week Summer Game Fest, and we sat down. Jim, like he just said, he sat down and had his streamed up on the on Twitch. He watched it and react to it there. I think you're going to be doing some more of it as well. I think.
Eventually, yeah. There's a few more days of it, so plus
few more
the
days of it,
Bethesda Xbox showcase.
So Jim's going to watch some of that there. I got a video up on YouTube if you guys haven't seen it already. It's a very cut down version of what happened. Some of the stuff I didn't. Yeah, there's some stuff I didn't even know that had happened because I just grabbed a video. I'm mad. I mean, I found a 2-hour video. I'm mad. I mean, I cut stuff out of it that I was like, okay, we want to keep this clean and short and not so dragged out. But I'm still mad that there was stuff that was already cut out that I didn't even know, which was apparently part of the event. But it wasn't in the event video that I watched. I'm like, what the fuck? I got rolled myself. At least could have said, this isn't in the, this isn't in it. Not just cut it out there and just be like, oh, here's the event. Even though we've cut out like 20 different, no, it wasn't 20 games. It was like 5 or 6, 7 games they cut out of the thing.
So they're pretty big games.
Yeah, so I've gone through just before we started. I vented, ranted, still even there with a little bit of rant here. I've got the full list now. We're going to go through the list and talk about some of these things as much as we want to talk about, but we've got a thing as well that we're after this. We're gonna,
as much as we want to talk about. Fuck, I can on for hours.
It could. No. We're going to streamline this anyway, once again. So we're going to go through the list. Also after this, we're going to talk about
only because there's like 2 pages. I got that plus that.
It's like 30-something things. 30-something things I talked about.
Plus more than that.
Oh, and then that's before Devolver Digital stuff, yeah.
Down.
So we're going to go through it now. We're just going to run off the list. If you guys hadn't seen it, you can go over and watch the streamlined version that I'd done a react to. Otherwise, you can watch the full event if you want to. I mean, I cut it down to like an hour and something of streamlined content of me just reacting to the event.
And there may be some live reacts pop up on the YouTube as things get revealed.
So we'll see how we go. It's like I said, big weeks.
Because that'll be a lot better then, but
it's big weeks. There's a lot of content coming, so who knows what's going to happen.
Like, just imagine, because there's only 2 of us doing it. Like,
yeah.
I think about it. The companies have like what 10, 20 people just doing different things.
Usually,
It's like we got to do all this.
So at some point too, still I'll get Jim's video up on the YouTube as well, so you can watch his react to the state of play. We'll get that there shortly, hopefully not too long. Even being,
I mean, a lot of content.
I could even put Jim's react up of the Games Fest if you guys want it.
Put both of them up.
That's exactly. I could put Jim's up. I can go through and clean that up a little bit.
We've got 2 different. Like I think are cool. He thinks cool.
Yeah.
What I think is shit. He thinks is shit. Like.
So yeah. So just keep an eye on the YouTube as always. If you're listening, check out the YouTube. I mindly state that, like, check out the YouTube for the content, because there's a lot of content we'll get on the YouTube that you won't actually get to hear here on the Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts like this. Great loving podcasts.
Oh, that's our YouTube.
So those that are listening, by all means, jump over to YouTube, please, because there's a lot of content there. There's a lot of reacts that we're reacting to lately now that you guys are missing out on. And as always, check out on the website as well. How was that?
Did that Thor one go up?
Yeah, Thor one's up.
I think I missed it between all the game stuff.
Yeah, I put that one up just a day or 2 ago.
I opened YouTube and all I get was games.
Movies, it was a day or 2 ago. I uploaded the Thor react we did.
I didn't get it.
Even then though, that technically I was late to put that up anyway, but it's still up. But it's up. So like I said, there's stuff there for you guys to watch. If you're listening and you want to watch content, go over to the bloody fucking YouTube and watch the content, because there's stuff there. So, and remember to like and subscribe.
It's fucking good.
So check that out. But we're gonna go through it now. We've got the list here. We're gonna run through the list. I've got it in order of how they did it through the event. We're gonna go through and kind of break down a collapse of what we saw. Kind of. I'm losing my voice.
I've got one thing in the order.
Oh, I wet my pants.
What happened to your gin? Did you drink it already? Wait. Come on, Daz.
I might need to bear with me.
Water.
Woo! Anyway, so we're going to go through the list now. It's kind of interesting. I was like, with some of the stuff, I don't know how Jim was. We're going to find out his reactions as well. We're going to talk about these. And we'll have another little rant in here at the end as well. Jim knows what's up, what we're going to rant about. It's part 1. It's a rant part 1.
One of many, I think.
Anyway.
It's going to be an ongoing series.
So they kicked off State of... they kicked off State of Play. They kicked off... They kicked off the Summer Game Fest with announcing... I don't know why. We already knew who's going to be back either way. But they showed off Guile in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, I thought he was in all of them. Is he in all of them?
Yeah, he's in all of them. But I don't know why they made a big deal about Guile being in 6. I don't get it.
Yeah, I legit said, like, isn't he in all of them? So why are they saying him? I thought it'd be like someone like Scorpion or someone.
I really feel like... What's his name again? Was it Jeff Keighley?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like he was... The amount of stuff that went through this event when he announced these games coming up, and then they showed the gameplay, did not reflect the gameplay or what they were showing. Like, he would say something, and then they show this footage off, and it's like, it didn't reflect. It's like, there's a character that hasn't been seen for a while, whatever, and then it's like, Guile. It's like, what the fuck? And then there's like another one as well. He was talking about another game.
5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Guile's been there. I'm like, I don't think he's not been there. I don't get it. It happened with another game as well. He's like, the thing, I'm like, looking at the gameplay, I'm like, I don't see the impact of like viewership to how the game gets, like, I'm like, I don't get what he's talking.
I don't see how Guile is a...
But anyway.
I was so done. I just sat there like, but Guile was in there. That's all I said.
I was just like, what a way to start off an event, just showing off Guile. Like, I was like, okay, they're showing this off.
I mean, it looked pretty fucking good though, really.
Yeah.
What you see of it.
It's good to see, like I said, it's good to see them aged, definitely.
The innovation of the gameplay, like, really upscaled that.
So it definitely improved the
We still didn't get to see any fucking hub world though. That was.
I know, that's the
hub
big
world,
thing.
and
Like, they keep teasing it and they never show it. Like, that's the big thing I thought they would be trying to show off is the hub world.
It's not out till next year, so.
No.
Over time, this give more and more.
I mean, this next one,
big ass drop.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be one of those things. Brr. I did like the cinematic trailer, but the gameplay itself in the game was a bit like, okay. So the next one, which was the Aliens Dark Descent.
Oh,
the cinematic was great. I liked the cinematic, but then they showed the little gameplay at the end, and it's like that top-down stick shooter, dungeon crawly kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
how fucking cool did that look though?
Like the cinematic, I was like, damn. But I was like at the same time, like, have we not seen how the last like Aliens games have gone besides Isolation? Like, how they've just been like
but twin stick shooter. That's a surefire win there. Like, if they can manage to fuck up a twin stick shooter.
I mean, they stuffed up a fire team game, like, the other.
Fire Team Elite was good though.
Nah.
It just wasn't long.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems. So
Well,
I'm like,
good for a play, but not a replay until recently. I'll say that's a bit later.
So I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, I'm keeping my eye on it. Like it looked good. Twin stick co-op, I think, so you can do your little.
Definitely be keeping my eye on it. Not necessarily keen, but I'll definitely keep my eye on it.
It's gonna be. I don't know who developed it, but
that was a lot.
It comes out next year.
I do like how they showed the extended, like, uncut trailer, but then they showed like actual gameplay for the Callisto Protocol. That was good. That may be my hype game of the whole fucking show. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
I did laugh. There. Like, if you go check out the React, there's some moments that happen, but I did get a bit gristled at the guy who was playing off the game. I got a little bit mad. So that was Well, there's a point. Okay, so to spoil my response, basically, was the guy had the monster coming at him. So basically, there's that sequence where you see the guy, whoever was playing the game, showing off the game. They got the monster coming, or the whatever they are, coming at him, and he's shooting, and he goes bang, and he misses. He shoots around it. He's like and he misses every single shot, and then he shoots. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, come on!"
That's when you know it's actual gameplay.
I know. I was like, that was funny. And then the other part that got me as well was you see old mate.
The part where they should get people who can play the game to do the demos.
I did like the stuff they were showing off, and I'm like, it's good that it's still got like the Dead Space elements. Like, I really like they've kept with that whole atmosphere, the elements, like
Turned
the.
way up. Like,
Oh yeah, like
way
it's
more horror than what
oh.
Dead Space was.
Exactly. Like, but I like how they had like the same moments where you had like the deaths and stuff like you did in Dead Space where you fucked up, how the deaths would play out and stuff like that. Like, but that's another thing that got me as well. Is like, you remember how he was like getting shot and he get pushed back by that guy and he gets smacked into the fucking the whatever that blade thing was,
Turbine.
the turbine. But like, you see him get ripped in there, you see his head get ripped off, but you still hear. But that's what got me. His arms are caught in there. That rips off. You see his head get ripped off. But then how come you can still hear him going, oh, oh, oh? He's like, you can still hear him screaming while he's already been ripped into parts. You can still hear him going, oh! But like his head got ripped off and his chest got ripped off and then it's just like everything got ripped in parts. I know, but he was still screaming. He was still screaming.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he gets ripped in there and he's. But I'm like, that's good.
The look on his face.
The sheer shock. He's just like, oh fuck, like.
He was like.
And I think that's why they went with that open mask, because imagine if we had that in Dead Space.
It was such a slow thing too. Like he was in there for a bit, just going,
and he's like, you can see him trying to, yeah, you can see him trying to pull his arm out, like he's trying to like tug away from it. He's like, and then he's just fully pulled in. I was like, fuck.
And then his whole body went, and then his feet just went in.
Yeah. I was like,
that's the game thing. I'm like, that looked good.
Well, that was like the one they showed in the trailer too, where the monster grabbed the face. Like in the actual sequence, where like that looks like one of the fatalities as well, like the finishes. I like to call fatality finishes.
That one where he bit half his fucking head.
Yeah,
off.
like he grabbed the face and he ripped it off. Like that looks like a death sequence as well. Like that looked like
his head, like
half his face off. Yeah, just like half his face was ripped off.
Pretty much from here up was gone.
Yeah.
No, probably even there up.
It was like on an angle. It was from the jaw to the top of the head. Like it was the whole side,
just went
front of the face. Yeah.
Like that guy, I'm keen, man.
Like it is literally.
It's on a jail planet, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Like that's definitely turned up. Like that's
they're mutated from an outbreak.
Ooh. I mean, so technically, in a sense, it could almost be in the same universe, but we.
Just pretty much, Dead Space was just the one type of thing, the big fucking arm thing, wasn't it? Really?
No, there was plenty of different creatures. They all mutated. There was the demonic.
Yeah, mostly them long fucking.
A lot of it, yeah. There was all kinds of stuff. You had flying things and.
This had a lot of different, like a lot.
I mean, like I said, this could expand the universe. This could be part of the universe, but somewhere else because it's the whole thing, and they could be expanding it, which. There's endless possibilities.
Isaac, I swear to God.
Oh, if they do that, that's going to be a bit silly.
No,
personally,
not really. Could have another Isaac.
But like everything, like looked great because like the armor remind me just like of Dead Space, like the feel.
They
kept
light
it
on the back, like that, but it went side to side, not up and down.
Oh,
I don't know if that's the health bar or not though. They didn't really say anything about that.
I just love that moment though that they've gone with the clear visor face to really show the emotion.
I like you can change armor though. That was the cool part. Maybe you can switch armor out because they had like just him in his prison suit.
Yeah, and then he got the suit.
Was him in full set of armor.
Who knows?
Like, because Dead Space didn't have that, I don't think.
Yeah, they had. It was the second or third one they introduced that, and you could change up your armor and stuff.
Yeah, not the first one though.
No, not the first one.
First one was pretty boring in comparison to the 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, if you actually compare them now, it's like when it first came out, it was like amazing.
Three's probably up here, but the co-op was. Had co-op. This wouldn't have co-op. Oh, it might.
Down the track, maybe. Who knows?
Online co-op. Oh, bruh.
Finally.
But remember the freaking grav gun? You pick him up. Chuck him into the fan.
I just when he was playing, he just grabbed him, yanked him to himself, and then launched him away. I was like, oh. At the start when he first grabs it, when he first shot off,
like, get over here, and then just go back.
Yeah. I was like,
that's pretty cool, but like, what's the point of bringing him towards you and pushing him back, then shooting him?
That would be good for, I reckon, if you've got like groups coming at you, grab one and then launch them back at the others.
Kind of like bowling.
That, and then grabbing them and eating them into like turbines and stuff, like fans and stuff. That would be good for that.
Just knock them all in there.
I'm wondering if the case as well with the grab gun, it's not just people, like those monsters and people. I'm wondering if you can like grab in like explosives and then like and then launch it at them. Or like maybe like a spear or something, like you could like pick up a pipe
they could have
and launch it
a bit more. But then again, I don't want them to spoil the game.
Yeah.
I want to discover things myself.
Because
like
that'd be
that.
cool. Like, imagine being able to do
if
like,
we can do like, we can do that.
like use the grab, like say, use the grab gun, like find like a metal rod, pick it up, and then launch the metal rod. Because you can grab gun everything and just like
and just impale.
Oh, that'd be so good. Imagine having one impaled and then grabbing another guy and then impaling him, grabbing another guy and impaling him onto the rod, like stake them all
like
up on top of each other.
Zombie kebab.
Yeah.
That'll be epic.
Get a headshot. Just rod someone, just fucking grab rod, just blows their head up. Like the dismemberment in this game is just
It's Dead Space on steroids. That's what I kept calling this game.
Cracked
From
up
the
to
very
20.
first trailer,
it's
I'm
so
also.
good.
I'm gonna piss myself playing that. It seems like.
Yeah.
Because Dead Space has that that unnerving.
Why does this happen every time?
Like you don't know what's gonna happen. You could be stuck in a room with like 20 of the cunts.
Well, that's exactly it.
Oh, hello. Oh. But yeah, but still, December 2nd that comes out. I can't hope they stop showing anything else of that now.
Oh, I don't know why my sinuses are so bad at night.
Because it's cold air, bro.
I do apologise. Bear with me. I'm going to be
shown-
blowing my nose for this. I was going to try and see if I can figure out try and minimalise it and cut it out, but I think it's just going to have to be part of the episode. It's just my sinuses are fucked through winter. I'm going to try and get out of the way from the mic so people don't have to hear it. Imagine people just listening and just... I mean, I think those that are listening got to prepare by now. I think that they're going to be used to like random things happening because just random noises of me farting in the mic and fucking
spitting on the floor.
Spitting on the floor, getting the ASMR. I think those that listen, I think they're used to it by now, but I do apologise. I really am. Sorry.
Yeah, boy. I mean, you've got the whole list. I've got because the next thing I had was Fort Solace. Was that next?
No, there's a bit of a gap. So we had the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 trailer drop of gameplay.
Oh, bro.
I cracked up laughing when they showed the whole, like, when they had the person talking again, but they're like, here's the crates, here's the shipping containers. I'm like, for fuck's sake, do we have to see these banners again? Like, and then they pan over of the boat. I was like, fuck off.
They didn't have to show
I can understand they wanted to do that because if they paid to do that, they're going to milk everything they can with that because that would have been a pain to set up. So I can understand them wanting to use as much as... But do they have to do that in the first place?
You see it just pan, and then that's it. Like, it's a quick thing.
But the gameplay, though...
Again, that mission looked so good.
Oh.
It reminded me of the Blackout mission, like we're in that house, and you got to go through... Reminded me of that.
Do you reckon...
It seems like a real situation.
I can't remember if it said, but it looked like it was playing on next gen.
I think so, yeah.
To me, yeah.
I watched the 4K
Because
video.
the sparks and the explosions, like when things like sparked up, like looked really good because like the little sparks of light and stuff looked like amazing. Like so good.
Also, the sound of the guns, man, they hit hard, like they're punchy.
Yeah. Oh, when people like that, what they used to do when they're walking up the stairs, he like, and then you see him go, he's like, and then you hear him thud on the ground. He's like, you hear this whole doosh, like when he hit, like.
Oh, the guy up top, he's just like. Boom.
He's like, and you hear him,
and then thud.
Yeah, like they've actually like properly, like deep.
It actually sounded like an actual thing. It was like a person on metal. Like they somehow got that noise.
Oh, it's easy to do.
Stunt people probably just falling off.
Oh, sound studio people are just insane.
Wouldn't be hard.
No,
you get your stuntmen just to fall off a.
But I want to see that mission. Like, I mean, it was typically demoed off because the guy was like low sensitivity. He's just like kind of tracking through it, just to kind of show off everything.
Not low sensitivity, but he was deliberate in his movements and that.
I reckon that
he knew what was going to happen.
That always gets me though with those games though, which is always funny because you have those moments where it feels like you kind of pace through nicely. You got like a couple of guys come out and you shoot and you kind of find. It comes to the actual game and you're just like, oh crap, and it's like waves and waves and waves and waves and waves and waves of people. Like that, it's like, oh, okay, there's 5 people you shoot, but
no, because in Modern Warfare, that played just like that in some spots.
Yeah.
Like you had to be fucking stealthy, like
that's exactly it. But I like the mechanic.
There's a whole team of them, so that's the actual mission. Like you got to be stealthy until you get to that top part.
Yeah.
But
it always gets me.
We got to talk about that fucking water engine.
It looks so good.
They said about having that new water engine, like for
the
water
mist and everything can like coming off the water and then like it flow, like everything interacted, the fog and the smog and Oh, and the water waves.
Talking about the moving shipping containers, like they were all going with the fucking.
Dude, I'm hoping if that secret plays out
Oh.
like randomly, if that thing's sliding and someone's coming at it, that they get knocked over. I really hope, like,
I bet they do because I think I saw an enemy get trapped.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I think I saw
get
someone
crushed.
you
Like
won't
people
see
could
them
get
again.
crushed, and yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
hoping that happens. Like there's proper physics to it. I know that's supposed to be like
reckon there would
on
be.
on last gen as well. Like the game's dropping on everything.
I'm pretty sure it won't look that good on.
But no, that's what I was gonna say. It won't look as good because that had like
Fuck, that look good.
the water textures, the detail, like the
Ray
lens,
tracing.
yeah, the ray trace lens, lens
It's not the
trace.
lens tracing. Oh, man, that's the thing.
Oh,
Right?
bro, the lens tracing, bro.
You're tracing lenses now. Just
Fuck my words, I'm tongue tied.
but I mean, just the lighting of the. I had a little pet peeve about it.
Mm.
The guns were a bit heavy. Like that little assault rifle you saw, it sounded like a fucking massive MMG.
Yeah.
Like it. What does that sound like? You're fucking shooting a massive gun.
I know, it's just crazy. It's one of those things. I don't know.
The shotgun sounded a bit underpowered, but it's still punchy. But it was like
Yeah.
underdone.
It looks good.
I mean,
like that actually
That
has
could be a
me
trailer thing there, but
like that actually has me anticipated for that campaign, where like Vanguard. I still haven't got Vanguard, and I still like this. Like I'm actually like it's making it like really.
but you haven't got Vanguard.
No,
or you
I haven't got.
played
I haven't played or got it yet.
Oh, I mean Vanguard good. It's not as good as Modern Warfare.
But that looks really good. Like that missions
Nothing
like
to
that.
beat Infinity Ward's games. Like they just. No offense to Treyarch and that, but Infinity Ward innovate. They
Yeah.
bring new engines, like this water engine and shit. Like,
Yeah. And that's what it's about. That's
Because
what it's about.
what's the bet the next COD won't have that?
Yeah.
Which would be sad because you've gone from something up here to
Yeah. Mediocre.
Like what happened to Cold War? Like we had Modern Warfare, then you had Cold War. It's like, well, this is a downgrade. One, you can't go through doors. Like you can't bust through doors.
I know. Cold War like took out a bunch of stuff. It was a bit weird. I was like, it was good though.
But again, now Infinity Ward's upgrade that engine, so I'm guessing you can double sprint still through doors. Plus Warzone 2's dropping the same time, which is. I
Yeah.
hope they keep that to just Modern Warfare 2. I hope. Like, don't add the other game's guns in, but add.
Hopefully they make
players
it
need-
where you don't have to download a million assets for the game like they did last time,
yeah.
where you have to download
Ooh.
all of fucking Modern Warfare installed to just have Warzone run. Like, why is Warzone 100 gig just for a multiplayer? It's not 100 gig. You can download Fortnite or PUBG that's under 20 gig. Like,
Then again, that's on last gen, so things were big. Now they're not.
but you know what I mean though, because when you had to download the campaign assets, even though you didn't have the campaign, you had to download all the assets for it to
Yeah.
run Warzone. Like, what the
Weird.
fuck? Warzone should only be like 30 gig or 40 gig, like not 100 and something gig. Like,
Maybe 50 max, but
Yeah.
not 100.
Like, you don't need those assets. If people just want to get Warzone 2, just get Warzone 2. Like, forget everything else because they should already be elemented in that. Like, you don't need the campaign assets or the...
I'm just thinking it's going to be way smaller now. Or COD should be way smaller now.
Should be.
But there's a steelbook if you pre-order.
Yep. might.
Every edition gets a steelbook.
Oh, really?
There is no standard edition. It's just you get the steelbook like when you pre-order.
It's just extra content or, like, stuff like that? Or...
That's still $109.
Yeah, but, like, it comes with, like... The higher you up, you get, like, extra statue or here's extra badge or something
There's
stupid.
none of that.
None of that at all? Or... it's just one
No
edition.
collectors. Yep. It's just you get the steelbook, which is nice. It's Ghost's
Okay.
face on it.
So there's no hard-on edition. Damn.
I mean, there might be eventually, but they didn't release it. They
No-
didn't say
no
anything
hard-on
about
edition.
it. So. I'm saying hard-on edition. Jesus Christ.
That still makes me
Oh.
laugh. That one time going into EB Games and this dude was like, "Can I pre-order the Call of Duty Hard-On edition?" This dude, and I was standing there like, "What the fuck?" And the people at EB were like, "What the fuck?" And that's what he thought it was called, was the Hard-On edition, because it was the hardened, but he pronounced it, he said it as hard-on. We don't know why. It was fucking hilarious though.
Maybe he gets a hard-on playing it. Who knows? I mean, I'm fucking sure I do.
Makes
I
me
would
laugh
say
every
hard-on
time.
edition, though.
We're already like 4 games in, and we're already 40 minutes into the episode. Fuck me, this is gonna be a long hours episode. Fuck me.
Because we can just say things. Because I didn't care about a lot of the
Flashback
games.
2, I didn't see much of
Not
that. Flashback, it's a very niche game anyway, either way. Flashback was a very niche game, but they finally got a sequel after, was it like 20 something
30
years? 30 years?
years.
20 something?
30,
Wasn't the old Atari? It was on the old Atari or something like
I think. Yeah.
that. We saw
crazy.
Witchfire looked
Oh.
pretty good. That was like a
Witchfire
first
looked very good.
person. It's like Doom and stuff like that.
It's a fantasy first-person thing.
I just
shooter.
loved the one thing I loved about that game where it shows you like all these monsters being like, ha, ha, and they're just like their swords and shields, and you see this dude just going bang, 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 bang. It's like, who's bringing a fucking sword and shield to a gunfight? Clearly these guys. And while you're shooting, you can just cast fucking
Yeah.
spells.
That was cool because that came out of nowhere. It's
Just
like,
fucking
oh,
fire,
like,
ice.
spells.
It's almost like it's like Fable with guns. Like it's like fucking fire, ice, lightning, bang, 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 fire, bang, 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 fire, bang, 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 and just lighting shit up.
looks so good. Also, that's out later this year, but it's in early access later this year.
The other thing that got me as well was I knew where
wish list.
I knew where the trailer was going to with the anticipation when they had the crystal drop and he slowly walked to it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me when they kept showing. I'm like, you know what's gonna happen here? And he's like, oh, big guy. Oh, it actually reminded me of also kind of reminded me a bit of like Serious Sam.
Like a lot of these games were indies by the sound of them. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was an indie game, I think, right?
Something like that. Yeah,
It's
I think
fine,
most
pretty
most
much
of these
indie
are indie games. A lot of these are indie games,
But
technically.
they
'cause-
sound like full AAA. Like that's how good they are.
Well, a lot of them are built by actual developers, but it's just they've had to break back from big production companies and start new development studios and like
Well, they're
release
just
these.
new people. Like they're just their own solo projects. Like a few of them, and some are just a little team. Like
Yeah.
10, 20 people.
Now we've got after Witchfire, we got Fort Solace. That looked good.
That looked good too.
That
looked
looked
like
good.
Dead Space.
It's kind of funny how a lot of these games that were showing off were like very horror games and like games about space, and I was like, okay,
All of them pretty much horror space.
like
Like, where's the horror underground? Like, fuck. Where's the horror Sahara Desert?
because like it's
But
just
also
funny
Fort Solace
because you
has
basically you look at
Troy
it.
Baker
Oh yeah.
and the dude from who played Arthur Morgan in
Yeah.
Red Dead 2.
Oh, I forgot his name now.
Dude, I apologize to him. I can't remember his name either.
I forgot it.
I
Richard.
forgot
Richard.
it. I just knew
Roger.
Roger.
Something. Roger.
I'll Google it. real quick.
So yeah, so
I
like
think
they're
it's
alone.
Roger.
We have Aliens, Dark Descent, the Callisto Protocol, Witchfire, and Fort Solace are all basically horror genre games.
They're all Dead Space.
Oh, and then after that was Routine. Like,
That's different. That's a horror, but it looked like Terminator.
robot. That looked so good though. The quality of that was so good.
All we saw was just one little bit. Like that.
That looked like that because that's supposed to be on like next gen and last gen as well.
And then our mate said it was iRobot, just more scary.
But like that looked
I
good.
see it.
Like the physics of like the lights swinging and like those tarp
His name
lines.
was Roger Clark.
Roger Clark. There we go.
I thought I knew Roger.
Like that looks so
remember
good. The
us-
detailing and the lighting in the game looks so good. And you could obviously tell though that was played on next gen. They didn't say it was next gen.
What game?
Routine.
Oh yeah.
Like you could tell though that was
Well, I've got
played on a
Routine
next
here,
gen.
but I don't think it's even out anywhere near this year or next year.
I don't think
had
so, but
nothing
it
about
looked
that.
nice. Like it was old school 80s vibe, like that very like Aliens early 80s vibe, like that style.
I thought it was Atomic Heart at first.
Hey,
It had the game Atomic Heart. It had
Yep,
that
yep.
kind of. I'm like, yeah, but still no.
yeah, but no, it looked good and it felt like a really cool vibe. The big friggin' camcorder gun he had, like the whole fucking big ass friggin' little.
I thought he had a fucking camera in his hand. You can whack him.
Yeah,
with it.
but now it's like a little sensor scanner and you can see things like. Which it kind of reminded me of Isolation a little bit.
Yeah.
But it looked cool. Maybe, I think it might be the same kind of thing.
I
We're
think
gonna
it's an
stick
indie
around.
as well. That's why it's like got that cool aesthetic and.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you
keen.
wouldn't see AAA going that way.
not
now.
yeah. That's what I mean. Indie games.
Unless it was a surefire hit.
Yeah. It's definitely indie games that are being very innovative nowadays. Indie is really pushing it.
But then again, it's good for AAAs because they'll see what works, do their own AAA version, and then we'll get like a routine, like a game of routine that's something else. But also, being routine, if they say it's a fucking loop game, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, I would on that one.
If it's a time loop game,
Yeah.
we've had enough of those recently.
That's exactly it.
We got Deathloop, we got 12 minutes, we've got stuff we got from the State of Play last week. Like fuck, stop with the time loop stuff.
Not too important, which was just still kind of funny and out of place from the whole game announcements. We had The Rock talk about Black Adam and him advertising
Not just Black Adam.
his energy drink.
And
him
the
in Fortnite.
Foundation.
I mean, it made sense. I think it was just the segue to like talk about shit.
The Foundation.
We already know he's the Foundation. We've known for like the last
a few days before that. Like,
Yeah.
why did you have to drop it there? I guess I'm not
Plugging it, man,
there
dude.
was like 100,000 people watching that.
Why do you
stream,
think
so
that's
that
why he
just
plugged his
showing
drink? That's why he plugged his drink like 3 times through the thing to fucking... You've got millions of people watching it. You're up on the screen. Take opportunity to plug your fucking energy drink. Like, fucking
the-
cheeky
Maybe get that
motherfucker.
here.
I don't think so. Cheeky. He's cheeky,
Doesn't
though.
work here, man.
Fucking cheeky, though. Fucking advertising his
I'm gonna,
fucking energy
I'm gonna
drink.
check actually.
If
If this isn't here, I'm gonna get in for false promotion, motherfucker.
So that wasn't too bad.
it
We'd already,
Zoa?
like I said, we already seen the trailer drop earlier in the week. We had, after that was...
You can get it here.
You can? Zoa.
Maybe.
Rock! If we
There's
can
a
get...
Dragon Ball Z Power Boo.
We're not sponsored by that, but we could get sponsored. Rock! If you're here listening to this, Dwayne, maybe you can sponsor us and we can get your energy drink on the show. Everybody
I
hashtag
would
at the Rock.
gladly put it.
I mean, if he wanted to support us, I'd be happily promote it for him if he wanted to support us.
Is it him himself or is it $7?
Hey?
Is it him himself or is it $7? Like his production company? Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's whoever... It's his... And then we can get Ryan Reynolds to get his gin, and then we can have, like, Rock's energy drink and Aviation Gin with Ryan Reynolds. We can have both advertised.
It's an energy drink, but it's also a. It's
I could be advertising Aviation Gin
and
instead of this
electrolytes.
23rd Street Gin that I'm not even being paid to sponsor advertise. We could be being advertised sponsored by Ryan Reynolds with the Aviation Gin. And I could be drinking it in my nice glass.
The Aviation Gin.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds would like to give me an Aviation Gin glass to have some Aviation Gin in, and I could just drink that.
I don't even think we can get that here.
The Zoa.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Doesn't say anything. You can win an Xbox Series X mini fridge from the Rock's new energy drink company, Zoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
The Outriders dropped the World Slayer. I don't know. I guess new event in the game or something.
Not an event. It's the
Content?
It's the game plus content. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's gonna be like some kind of other event because I don't know. I just see it like Destiny, and I'm just like, okay,
A full thing. Like it's an expansion.
yeah. The Outriders World Slayer.
But you skip the main game to get to the end
Well,
game.
It's just doing a Destiny.
Better, I think. You get to play the main game if you want to. You don't just skip it. Like you can play it or you don't.
Yeah, they did that too with Destiny originally, and now they've just gone, fuck it.
Yeah, then they took it away. So
They're like, fuck it.
Anymore. Yeah, so this is done well. You get. I mean, I've still got to play it. Like I had no.
Is
one
it
to play
crossplay?
with.
Isn't that game crossplay?
Yeah.
Maybe we should try and play that as well at some point.
I tried. No one wanted
What do
to get it.
you got on? I can get it on PC, can't I? Game Pass or something?
PS.
No, I can get it on Game
I think
Pass.
it's Game Pass. I think it's on Game Pass.
Maybe
Not
we
World
can try and play
Slayer,
it.
But
The original.
boy,
We can do that. Something else
it's
to play.
good. It's fucking good.
We got
You get
another.
Winter Towers.
We got another
Oh.
advertisement of Fall Guys going free on June the 21st.
I see that everywhere.
Fall
Even on
Guys.
YouTube ads now.
It's everywhere. So we already know
Like,
about
where
now.
were the ads beforehand? Here, play the game.
It was kind of a funny ad where there was like they'll meta on themselves, like in the trailer where the girl's playing it with her friends, and then she's like, "Oh, I've changed," and she jumps through the fucking window. I was like, "Who the fuck's gonna replace the window?"
That ad was just, I think it was pointless. Like, everyone turned into a Fall Guy. Like,
It's
the old
saying
ladies in the car just like, pop,
it's
pop.
basically saying everyone can play now. That's basically what they're getting at. It's like everyone can be a Fall Guys
Yeah,
now.
but-
It's like
Yeah, no, but they could have done it way better just in a quick thing.
so
Instead of just dragging out like a 3-minute fucking ad of people just going pop, 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 pop. I was getting zoned out when I was watching it.
we had the Stormgate trailer drop, which was interesting enough. I'm kind of
I
still
thought that
confused by
was-
what's going on.
I thought that was Recall when it first happened. I'm like, is
Well,
that
you got
Recall
the,
too?
the demon coming in, and then like the mech, and she's doing that fucking
Fucking turn-based game. Like, that's from Blizzard.
yeah.
So, it's gonna suck.
But I just laughed.
Um,
What got me there was like you got the mech. She's like "Brr, brr, brr, brr," at the thing, nothing. Shoots a rocket and fucking disintegrates the whole fucking thing.
Did you? Speaking of Blizzard, though,
Uh,
they're on a downhill slope, man. That Diablo Immortal 0.3 ranking.
Yep.
0.3,
That
the
that
lowest ranking game pretty much
that
ever.
dude spent $10,000 just to show how broken the game was.
Yeah, you can spend $100 grand and be like OP.
Well, this dude spent 10,000.
There's one dude he obliterated a whole team in like a second.
Yeah. Well, this dude spent $10,000 to try and
Paid
he wanted to try and see if he could get a 5-star legendary. He spent $10,000 and didn't pull one 5-star legendary. I think he apparently pulled like a couple 3-star legendaries and 2-star legendaries, but no 5 stars.
That's not a 5.
No, exactly. So he's trying to prove his point that you can spend money, and people are like, "Oh, why are you that dumb?" It's like he's someone that's got the platform that has the money to try and prove a
Actually,
point.
that's not dumb because he spent all that, and he's pretty much OP right there.
Yeah, he's still fairly OP. But like, it's just
Even
there's a
if
lot of
the
people doing it.
PvP, he can just
Because people
walk
are going,
through
oh,
anyone
these
he
people are
comes
dumb.
up
It's like,
against.
these people are content creators. They're getting paid to do this as their job. They're using the money as a job expendicy that they can clearly spend on. And they're going to make it back,
can
but then
just
they're
pay
proving a
for
point
that
to show
money.
how broken these games are. That you can spend so much money and not get, at the same time, not get anywhere, but still, I guess maybe
Well,
be
they
OP,
said
but
spend
like,
110 grand or something to get max. Like, well, that's current max, not later
Yeah.
on.
but that's to spend that's so much money. That's so much fucking money. It's broken.
I said some people. This dude just exploded a whole team in like 5 seconds.
Hmm.
I mean, they were
Pay to
pissed,
win?
and rightly so.
Pay to win.
Yeah. Which I was on someone's stream before. I'm like, oh, this game.
Yeah,
They're like, they're playing it without even realizing what's happening.
yeah.
Because I was like, ew, not Diablo Immortal. And they're like, oh, this is fun. I'm like, that's fun now. Wait till you verse people.
Yeah,
You'll be like, dead, 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 dead.
yeah. That's how it baits you in. It pulls you
You've
in, and
got
then you start playing
Their
against people.
parents' credit cards who just like, oh, I want to become OP.
Spend all this money, and yeah, money that people
You
don't
can't
have.
That's what Blizzard, like, they just fuck
Disgusting.
themselves,
They're
man.
just disgusting.
People stop buying their shit. Like, I've vowed never to touch a Blizzard product because
oh
they're
yeah.
just scummy now. Like,
That's why it's sad that I hate that Activision Blizzard are the same thing, because buying Call of Duty still funds Blizzard.
yeah, but I'm not buying Blizzard titles.
Yeah.
like to say like
That's the problem with it
Overwatch
being
and
the company,
Diablo.
because it's technically Activision or Active Blizzard. Like Activision Blizzard are the same.
Yeah, now they're with Xbox.
Well, not yet.
No,
Isn't
but
it? Soon.
June or July next year they will be, and man, I can see Blizzard getting kicked to the curb so fucking quick,
Oh yeah.
or
What else
being
we have?
disbanded back to their own selves, and then they have to make some good shit, otherwise they're going straight down. Like Overwatch 2, that looks like Overwatch, like
Oh, yeah.
exactly the
Oh,
same.
it pretty much is. They could have
Even
just
like Overwatch 2.
They could have just updated Overwatch. Like, why make a whole new game? They could have
Yeah.
just added new maps and new players and
Well,
like,
I seen the beta and people said it was shit. Like, it's just Overwatch. Like,
Yeah.
exactly the same. But why they take so long making the second one?
But they
Does
could
it
have just
look-
added maps into the current game they've already got. Like,
People thought it was Overwatch, like the original.
it's...
It's like when they did the fucking what is it? Warcraft,
Mm.
Red Forge, like that. They did that. It was like, well, that's shit. If they re-released that, like they
Yep.
did that, they failed. They put out Diablo Immortal, that failed. Diablo 2 Resurrection, or I've heard fucking shit from
else
that
we got?
now. I've heard nothing from people playing that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
what else? All right.
people keep supporting them.
What else we got? High Water was pretty. That just looked
What's
that looked like a political game talking about this is world pollution, water rising, climate change.
Oh, boring.
Do you know how many games I've seen that have followed that narrative where climate change has raised the water levels and you got to survive in a
And done better, that you just don't know what talking about, but they are.
Yeah.
Do it in a fun way. You don't just say, pollution, fix
try and
it.
survive. American Arcadia kind of American Arcadia kind of reminded me like a kind of
Same
like
as that.
Trials. It's that side scroller thing where you got to run and like running from the cops or whatever, and there's like the viewership raises your thing up, and then different things like that or some stupid thing.
You don't want to know what I call that?
What?
I said, have you heard of the Truman Show?
Yeah,
That's exactly what that is.
I
They
laughed. I laughed that no one had
They-
noses.
They're trying to stop that person from getting out.
Yeah,
What do you think Truman Show is? They're trying to stop him from leaving.
yeah. And he's on this whole reality show, and he's been followed with the camera, and yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah. I mean, it could be fun for a week playing that game. Like,
It'd be interesting when they're talking about viewership. I'm wondering if it's like stream-based game related. If you stream the game and how many viewers you have. Imagine this though. If it's a stream-based game, and you could be a streamer that has
that
like
wouldn't be.
no. But imagine this though. Imagine if the game's affected by how many viewers you have. So the more viewers you have, the less you're getting chased. So if you're
that'd be
something.
fun.
You know what I'm saying though? It's like if you have all the viewers, you have the most wonderful experience, and then you got the low streamers with like 1 viewer or 0 viewers, and you're like, fuck cops constantly, like, ugh, like pummeling you constantly, getting chased, like, fuck this shit. Like 20 cops chasing you, and then the more viewers you have, you're like, la da da, la da da, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this game? And like, la, and then there's little low streamers like, fuck, get, like.
I mean, you'd have more fun being a low one, really, in the end.
And then the more people come in, you're like, no, fuck off! I'm enjoying myself! Get the fuck out of my stream! Leave me be!
That's a tough one because it's both ways. It can be good and bad. Like
imagine if they... It'd be interesting to have
still,
more
like,
games that
do we
influence
have to play stuff with like the Truman Show? Do we have to like?
I know, it's weird.
I don't get the game as it is. Like, is it actually a game or is it just
Side-scroller
a,
game, yeah.
Like,
I'll check it out when it comes out. I'm kind of curious.
I mean, it'd be fun for like a week maybe. Like, and then it's like just going to repeat itself.
Could do.
I don't know. But when that comes out, I have no idea.
They announced in a funny way, which you laughed about this. Or not laughed, you were like, what the fuck? You're more confused by it. Goat Simulator 3. Well, they basically knocked off the fucking Dead Island 2 trailer.
I want to put the reaction on fucking YouTube because I got clipped.
It's fucking hilarious. So good.
Did you actually see the clip?
No, I haven't seen your clip. I haven't seen that.
I was legit like this, and then just.
I gotta grab that and put up on the
That's how
channel.
it happened.
I'll have to grab that clip.
Except it was more authentic than just that.
Yeah.
Like, this was a proper reaction. Almost like I just died on the inside.
Marvel's Midnight Sun revealed Spider-Man and Venom. I think there was like that's another mobile game, isn't it? I think it's a mobile game.
No, it's that XCOM like game.
Yeah, I thought it was a mobile like XCOM like game because there's a lot of games like that on mobile.
No, it's just XCOM.
Yeah.
There's actual gameplay somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the mobile because there's a mobile game that's like
you
that.
Cards or something, and it's a turn-based.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought that was a mobile game like that.
I got the Spider-Man skin that they showed there.
Oh, yep.
Because on Twitter they had a thing that ran out yesterday.
I know, it's so
Did
pain in the
like
ass.
or retweet it? and they gave you the code for the skin. I'm like, yes.
Such a pain in the ass because they're like, if you watch this, there's like so many different things where they did that. I'll watch the like the video out later on YouTube. Like, if you watch this event right now, within 30 minutes window, you get all this content they're giving away. I'm like, great for someone like me that gets up at like fucking 6 in the morning and not 4 a.m. because fucking time zones. You know, maybe be considerate.
They gave you like 10, 12 hours.
Oh, there's a lot of things that they said in the next 30 minutes. If you're watching the stream, you'll be able to get this link to your Twitch. I was like, fuck off.
Yeah, but with that was on Twitter. They did that.
That's good.
And
still,
as soon as I click like, it's like, oh, you got a code. I'm like, that was fucking quick.
Yes, they don't even. By the time I reacted to it, it was a bit late. So.
Right.
Damn. Cuphead.
Looks good.
The set Cuphead 2, basically. That looked pretty cool. DLC, yeah. I think number 2.
The last
like,
piece or something.
Something like that. It's like it's kind of a sequel, but DLC.
Also, season 2 of the show starts August.
Yeah.
You said.
So that's pretty cool.
Apparently the show's there, but
yeah, I watched a few episodes. I'm like, it's cool, but it's like, eh.
I mean, it's a Cuphead show. Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I forgot it was out.
And there was actually surprisingly a lot of anime-themed kind of games they dropped as well, surprisingly. They announced as well, there's a lot. One of them was Neon White. Looked pretty good. It's interesting. And that's like, and it was funny too, because, again, it was like, you picked up cards, and how you attacked was based on your special cards you had.
First-person card game, like...
yeah, like you said, like different, you run around, you like Power Blade or cannons, or you're like, oh, you flick that, you know, the rocket, and... Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I looked at it and I was like, I'm not playing that straight up. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's one of those niche games. I'd much prefer play it.
I mean, it's all black and white, which I'm just like, that's cool.
It's
but
kind
still,
of, yeah.
Cards and a first-person shooter. I'm like, I don't know about that. Imagine getting a shit hand and then dying because you had a shit deck. Like, is it random? Is it like story progression? Like, do you get things at
They're
a
not
certain time?
those kind of games though.
Like,
aren't necessarily shit cards or shit hands.
No, you could get a shit card.
Not really, because
I can't attack with that.
everything's an attack-based card. Everything will always be attack-based, and
that's the fun out of it then.
It's what you do, like different special attacks and stuff. So like there's knockbacks, slashes, rocket launchers, machine guns. You know, like that one bit you saw. This dude had like a stack up of fucking SMG rounds. So he's like, brr, brr,
I don't know what the fuck I saw. I was zoned out.
I
was like, this looks weird. I just zoned.
This one was kind of cool, which was the Midnight Fight Express. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of like a Hotline Miami, a little bit.
Oh yeah, that game looked good.
And it looked like it was possible, and you had like different characters, and it could possibly be co-op. I'm not too sure. It looked like it kind of was co-op.
Up down like pixel.
Yeah.
Not pixel, but like that. Yeah, it was so
and
cool.
because it looked like it, like I said, it looked like it was almost co-op at one point. I was like, okay, maybe.
Because the first thing I thought was Hotline Miami.
I was like, this looks so good. You can have like all the different characters, like make it how you want it to be and stuff. I was like, oh, I just love games that just like muck around nonsense.
Right? You can have mindless fun for hours, and you go, where'd the time go?
Yeah, pretty much like this podcast.
Hey.
There was so the anime games which I didn't really look at, didn't get a chance to because it was just quick. But at the same time, like, there's only certain anime games that I like personally. So there was Honkai Star Rail. I have no idea what it was.
No.
Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, whatever.
No idea.
I do apologize. I mean, there's people that might like those games. I'm not saying this shit.
You can check it out on the YouTube vids.
You'll be able to search those trailers up on YouTube, so check them out. There was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Talked about adding Casey Jones, which was kind of obvious. We knew it was going to happen at some point. You can't not.
They didn't need a full 5-minute trailer.
No, they could have just had that at any point, just upload. They didn't need to be part of the event.
And they didn't show the character really at all.
It was like everything else. They showed off everything else by him. Like here's another trailer, and it's like boom.
I thought Casey was a woman.
No, Casey Jones was the guy with the skull mask.
That's April.
April, yeah, of course. You thought Casey made that dish, You can't remember.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
I was keen. Oh, I didn't see this in my thing, but I'm keen that we finally get more spread word for Super People.
And I didn't know that that was a new Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah, it's because it's based on the old school style ones, but it's new.
Yeah, but it's a new game. I thought it was like a remake,
Mm.
like a remaster thing. But
But no,
no,
it's a new game, but in that old school
I
style.
didn't know it was a new game
Yeah.
until they said it on the thing. I'm like, aha. Yeah, because I'm a bit pissed because they use modern graphics for the logo and that. They could have done the whole game like that. It would have been probably look a lot better.
Could have, but they wanted that retro style. They're
Yeah, they
going. They're
could have
keeping
kept it
it.
like they did on the emblem and that. Like, look,
They're
don't.
keeping it in style with the game that it follows
Animated,
after.
right?
Like that's the weird part. Like the game that it was based afterwards. Like they're keeping
like
it in that
30 years
style.
ago.
Yeah. Like why couldn't we have a cleaner up? Like they do with bloody what's that?
Battletoads.
Battletoads. Yeah. Like why can't we have an upscaled like that where they made it the new
That's what
version,
I'm
but it's
hoping they
based
would
off,
have done, but I didn't. I thought it was like a remake
but it's
thing.
pixel.
But
Um,
that's just me though.
Super People
Hey,
got a trailer
maybe
drop.
fans who want it.
Yeah. But yeah, Super People got a trailer drop. If you haven't checked it out, it's just
Yeah.
another battle royale game. It's
About
been
a
out for a
beta
little while.
announced
Yeah, so
thing.
that was the closed beta, which
Which
I
is
played that.
weird
And I got the actual
because the
beta.
beta was out. They're dropping the beta again. Like,
The game shut down for a couple of months. We've been waiting for it to come back. Me and a few people were like, "We want our Super People back. Give it."
I thought
Give
it'd be like the full game the next time it was out.
You
But
think so, but no, it's still beta.
it looked way different too. Actually, like
Oh,
it
don't.
looked
That was
better.
well. That was the
Like,
that
it
was the
looked
cinematic trailer.
weird.
Don't look at the cinematic trailer compared to the actual gameplay itself.
Well, wasn't there gameplay in there? But
No,
not actual gameplay, but
no gameplay at all. It was just another cinematic trailer.
so the next Cyberpunk.
Well, it looks just like PUBG. Looks exactly like PUBG texture style wise, graphic models and everything. It's just PUBG.
Just you can have superpowers.
Yeah.
Obviously by the name, super people.
Um,
Spoiler.
Humankind. I didn't see that one, so I have no idea what Humankind was.
Humankind. I have no idea.
Didn't see that one. So I do apologize. We haven't seen some of those things from the events. We kind of either zoned out or we didn't watch them.
Or I just didn't like it.
Yeah, so that's what I
Love
mean. He just
Yeah.
forgets it from his memory. So, Jim, like I said, Jim did a full react. I only did bits and pieces from what I was given.
I don't think that Humankind was in there. I think that's another one, like an off one.
It
Somewhere
was in
else.
there
I
somewhere.
never heard of that.
It was only very short from what I saw when I skimmed over it.
Oh, maybe I did see it.
One Piece Odyssey was announced. I mean, there's a million
looks-
One Piece games. There's a million of them. Like, I guess we did another one. I don't know.
This is open world though.
They're all open world kind of thing.
I mean, you're gonna fly a pirate ship.
I guess this is like, I guess then One Piece Odyssey is kind of like what Kakarot is to Dragon Ball.
Maybe, except it's not telling from the show. It's its own.
Yeah, yeah, but full open world kind of. I don't know. Soul
I don't
Hackers
know. It
2.
looked interesting, but I probably won't play it
Yeah.
because
Soul...
I've never seen One Piece.
One Piece is good, but it's very niche. There's a lot of niche, but it's niche. Soul Hackers 2 is another anime-based game. It's like, okay, cool. I'm not really into it much as I used to be, so I'm like, eh.
That's from the Persona devs.
Yeah.
So it could be good. It could have a good fucking story like Persona and that. So
Here and
I
there.
think I got Soul Hackers here somewhere. Yeah,
This
it's
one,
from Atlas,
this
from
one,
Atlas.
this one, what you're keen for, which you
What?
have been playing, Metal Hellsinger. That actually looks
man,
good.
That game is
Another
so good.
Doom-esque style game,
It's difficult though
but
because
it's
I don't know how I died on there, but I died.
you got to
You
constantly
have to
move.
shoot with the beat of the music, which is fucking
Well, you can
hard.
shoot, but I think they said your attacks were more powerful if you did it to the beat. That's how they were
Yeah,
saying. Like you
you
could
can
still,
die if you don't do it. Like you can
Yeah.
die quick.
it's like, but it looks like you're gonna keep
Um,
moving like Doom, so you're gonna
The
constantly.
thing is, it's done by a lot of musicians. Like Matt Hafey does, he has vocals in there and guitar
A lot of
work.
music, yeah.
Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. They got a lot of people.
There are a lot of
Do
people.
the
I think
music.
I think they said that because they got like new songs. Like, I think they got some original songs for it and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
boy.
Exclusive.
I kind of, I don't know if it's cheating or not, but I was tapping my foot to the beat, So every time my foot hit, I was boom,
That
boom.
that's not really
boom,
cheating.
boom.
I mean, maybe we might get that unreleased Hey Face song that he was gonna do for another game that we never got.
I mean, maybe.
That'd be cool.
But then I got to a point where they added vocals and everything. I was like, the beat, it's hard to pick it. It's hard to
Yeah,
pick
I think
it.
that's why they did to really stress the moment, so you can't.
You have to
find...
look at the arrows on your crosshair going.
Oh, it does it too, does it? A visual. Oh, nice.
But you're not looking at your crosshair. You're looking at the damn play because
Yeah,
there's a lot of demons
shit
around
going,
you.
yeah,
So
you're
you're
like,
just
fuck.
like, but if you get you'll get the feel of the beat because you shoot once and it's like, oh, that's good. Then you keep doing it.
Is
Then
there
you build
ammo? Do
rhythm.
you have to reload and stuff like that, or is it like you run out of
I
ammo,
think
or is it
so.
infinite? So you can just keep still
I
going.
can't remember. I know there was a point if I hit perfect, I didn't have to reload.
Imagine if there's a moment
I
there.
was
Dude,
going
okay.
ham at one point, just going boom, 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 boom. Like
Imagine if we
everywhere.
get. Imagine if there's stuff later on where people add mods to the game, they can mod it. Imagine having to shoot to the beat of through the fire and flames. You're having your controller, you're like, you're like, fuck this.
That's not the beat though. The beat's more of a. I mean, probably not that quick either.
That's what I'm saying though.
I like
Imagine having the beat from through the fire and flames, and you have to shoot to that. And you're like
You mean
panicking.
on
You're
my
like,
fucking drum beat?
you're like, ah! And you're like fucking just turning everywhere, just fucking slapping the fuck out of it, like slapping the trigger, and just like in the middle of combat, you're like, fuck. Or you just stand in a
But
corner,
there's
have
a
everyone at
fucking
you.
mouse.
Yeah, you're like fucking. Ah! That'd be hilarious.
Oh, but you have to download the demo. It's on everything.
Everything?
There's a demo on Xbox, PS, and PC.
All right, I'll give a look at that because I might give it a stream.
It's only
or play
what,
for the
like
YouTube.
5 gig or something, 3 gig.
Nice. Yeah, it looked good. It looked interesting. That was
You
very
got to do
unique.
the tutorial,
Yep.
and then you get dropped into the levels, and I died somehow. I don't know how.
Oh,
It
I'm keen to look at that. Oh, so keen.
happened. Because the music just starts off like just a nice little groove.
Yep. Slowly
And
beats
then they give
in.
you a message like, "We're gonna add vocals now," and the lady's like, "It's like what?"
That's
The
keen.
lady's going off, and then the music just goes. It's like,
Fucking hell. I gotta play that. I
was
gotta definitely play that.
wow. Oh,
Um,
definitely, you have to have timing. If you don't have
Yep.
timing, you're fucked. Like, so I was fucking up, and sometimes your attack misses if you don't hit it.
Oh god. Oh, so it makes your attack worse.
Like-
it's like
you can-
constantly
you can
like.
shoot right on them, but if you miss, your attack misses.
It's like constantly rolling a d20, like playing constantly rolling the dice. It's like fucking gonna hit, roll it,
much, yeah.
roll it, and constantly just rolling. You're like fuck a
You
one,
gotta
fuck
keep
a
it on
one,
the arrow.
fuck
As
20,
soon as
yes,
you get
20.
that beat down.
Yep.
You gotta keep pushing that trigger,
Oh.
otherwise you're gonna fuck it up.
I'm keen to play
And it
this. I
gets to
gotta
a
play it.
fast beat. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Because you got a pistol, a shotgun, a sword, which is hard.
Slash
Like, 'cause
to
the
it.
swing's not on the beat.
Oh no. So you're like,
You've got to time it with the beat. I was fucking the sword up so bad. I was like, miss.
oh
I
fucking
couldn't
hell.
time it.
I'm definitely keen to look at that and get something off from that.
Do it.
The other one I showed off was I cracked at this one. You got to look at the react because I lost my shit at it. Was the quarry? The quarry cracked me up so much.
It was weird seeing that Raimi dude there. Looked like
Ah.
just chilling like.
Just the thing that got me the most was that they're so like each character is off in its own void. Like it's so like I ripped on it so bad because I'm like this is a sequel from the first like another game they've already made. This is another game they've made. Like you think they would have learned.
It's not a sequel though.
No, but like you think they would have made in general, like this is the second game they've
I
made
mean-
from these.
That's not the game though. That's a cutscene or something. Like, apparently the game's awesome.
Oh yeah, just in the moments though, like people are talking, but they're looking through everything they're talking to. Like you see all these people in things together in rooms talking.
Because you see that
They're
Ted
clearly
Raimi character,
talking.
and it's just like,
I made fun of them. Like he's like, "Hey guys," it's like, okay, if I had a drink, my focal point is like looking at the glass. But the character's like, "Oh, this drink is amazing."
oh, funny you say that. Do you remember when there was the Fort Solus thing?
Yeah.
And you had like 3 bacon out of there? He was talking to he was looking over their head completely, not even looking at him, just like,
That's the one thing that gets me is I hate that. It's like we're already sitting in the uncanny valley, but then you're just gonna have people just like stare straight through things. I was like, Like there's a sequence I watched.
Troy Baker's fucking tall. Like he's
Yeah.
like he has to look down at everyone. He's just looking over because I've seen his eyesight looking straight over someone's head, and he's just for like 30 seconds just.
But there's a point. Okay, but I watched before we started. I was like, oh, Jacksepticeye posted a video. I clicked to a random spot in his video. There's the guy and the girl in the car, and they got that Sam Raimi's brother. I can't remember his name. As he's talking to him in the car, you got the girl sitting there talking. She's like, and she's just glaring straight through. The guy sitting like that's in the driver's seat talking to the cop. He's like looking at the cop again, glaring straight. And then the cop's looking like heads at them, and he's just like glaring off into the other direction. Like no one's got eyesights connecting. Like and you see their eyes like when they try and animate their movie. You see their eyes like wobble around. They're like looking, and their eyes are going, ooh, and like they're going in different directions while they're talking.
What Aloy does in the New Horizons, she's like,
even worse. It's like I was like,
it breaks immersion when someone's like,
oh.
yeah, like they're looking
Exactly.
everywhere else talking.
But like characters were talking too, and there's moments where they're talking in the quarry trailer where they're like, "Hey, have you seen that thing over there?" So, and like their mouths aren't even moving, right? Or when they were talking, they're like, oh yeah, and it's like what? And it's like too much.
I didn't see that.
Like there's too much teeth showing at points. That it should have been like the mouth moves a certain way, and it's like, oh hi, I'm it's like what the fuck's going on? Like their lips would sit nice, and next one just fucking rip all the way up, and they fucking see their gums. I'm like
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, it's just like what the fuck is this? I just couldn't stop laughing, but
Yeah, the fun thing is the game's not like that though, but that is.
yeah,
I'm
it's just the
guessing
cutscenes.
it's a separate thing, yeah. I guess it's a separate thing, really.
I'm like,
They haven't really polished it.
it's just, and the game's still like that. It's like,
As the game came out, when that was shown, the
Yeah.
game was out here in Australia. So I don't know, man. Unless that was patched.
but at least they followed that. Oh, I don't know. But at least they followed that with Nightingale, which kind of made the whole
With what?
Nightingale.
Oh, that looks so cool.
That was cool. I liked the fact that you could use these different cards, like tarot cards, to create new gateways that could lead you anywhere. I was like,
Don't you fucking tell me you're gonna play that, but not Ark, you son of a bitch.
yeah, I'm gonna play that.
It's exactly like Ark.
No, it's not.
Okay, minus the dinosaurs.
I play a lot of survival games.
Pretty
and
much
I'm
the
not.
same thing. I don't know if there's said nothing about multiplayer or anything, but
It is
there was
multiplayer.
other people there with them.
Yeah, it's
It
multiplayer.
is, but they didn't say nothing about that though. Like how many people, like.
It's gonna be like a new No Man's Sky, I guess.
Year, I think. Oh hell! I mean, yes and no. Like you can't go everywhere like there, but
Oh yeah, it's all procedurally
it's
generated.
gonna be cool.
All the gameplay, like the worlds you visit, are gonna be unique almost.
Mm.
Because like you got to generate
Yeah, we're only visiting planets, so it's just little things.
worlds, different sections, and you go harvest things, which I thought was cool. Like because you just like
Crazy.
place the cards down, and you like collect different cards and spells things with it, and you place them down, and it opens up the gateway, and it can be anything.
Right?
You won't know until you get through, and then you grab the resources
Hell,
and come back to
straight
your
up.
world, and then you build up in your world, and you go off it. It's kind of cool. Like you have your main world, like your hub world, which you build in. You can travel to these worlds and of course still build in, but the fact that you get to come back with those resources to your hub world and like still stack up everything, I like.
Right? Oh,
That's cool.
I'm keen. I've been waiting for that game for ages.
That looks so good.
Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen Small Lands either.
Yeah.
That's going to be coming out this year. I
Oh,
think,
we
too.
need to play.
We've seen no more of that. Hey,
I was thinking of something else we need to play. Saints Row Boss Factory dropped as well. Hey.
is it grounded?
Yeah. Because you can ride things now.
Can you ride the fucking hunchman in there?
I'm not too sure, but you can ride. You can ride things now. There's so much. There's so much they've done to the game. We need to start. We need to start that from scratch. We need to play that at some point. We need to like restack that up. New world, start fresh.
You need more than a few hours for that game. You need to spend at least like 5-6 hours in there. Easy.
But yeah,
You-
Saints.
like, we paid for a day once. Like just built things and explored.
Remember the time we resized the fucking spear?
Thing were massive.
Fucking giant ass spear, turned it from a little toothpick to a fucking actual spear.
Hey, you just gotta chuck it and it just goes, what?
Because it was like a weird. It's like super like subliminal, like that game where you like it was all about perspective. Because like I had it one spot. Because what I did was like
That was a fucking arrow too, wasn't it? We
yeah.
Like, we shot
Because
an
I figured
arrow
out how to do
somewhere
it where
and
like
humongous.
because of how I had it positioned, but because of my perspective when I shot it and grabbed it, it turned into a larger object. Because it was, I don't think it's meant to do that, but because I had it in a small spot, flicked it up so it looked large, and I grabbed it, and it actually dragged it back down. It created it as a larger object. I'm like, that's a mechanic from other games that I don't think is meant to be in this game. But like, you could create things,
It's
and you
just a
could
little,
like,
it's just a little glitch.
I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, I don't know if they patched that or not, but I like
I
that.
think they have, because we didn't do it again, did we?
We never really went back to the game.
Don't think we tried it.
I just love though when we had the spider there and I was doing it to the spider. Fucking whoop, and then had all the giant arrows sticking out of it.
Those spiders just freak the shit out of you because you don't hear them.
No.
All of a sudden you turn around, it's like, hey.
But yeah, so
Because
we
we
had
had one patrolling our gate, and it was just wouldn't go away.
no, it wouldn't. No, I don't think
We
we
live right next to a fucking spider.
Fuck you! I really want to play it again. I
'cause
really want to play it.
Get all the little Zoid things in that. I would go down that water lab. Like, we was playing when that was there. We just didn't go down there. Because, A, you need to build water shit to breathe.
Yep.
And we just couldn't do it.
So many
There's
things.
tadpoles and shit there. Frogs
There's
and...
so much stuff.
There's the fish trying to eat you. There's underwater spiders.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried to swim down. I got so far. I could see the door, but I died. I'm like, no! You really need that oxygen tank.
They showed off the character build for Saints Row Boss Factory, which is basically the character build thing. But people are now getting all memey with it and creating all kinds of characters. So it's just showing you there's no limitations really. It's looking good. So.
And if you get it, you can transfer your character into the game.
Yep. They did that with the third game, I think. They did that back in the day, yeah. It had the initiation station.
I know. I don't.
You never did that?
That was weird.
Saints Row 3
I
the
never-
initiation station.
I just played the game. I didn't really have the stuff before that.
Yeah, that was the same thing where they had their thing you create your character pre-hand and then send it across when the game dropped. And you can do it on PC and you can transfer it to any platform.
What, this one?
Well, that was back then. You could do that too with Saints Row 3.
Probably do it here then as well.
Most likely. Because download,
They're
you log into your
using a
account.
controller, that's for damn sure.
Keyboard. Warhammer
Yeah, 'cause
Dark
that comes
Tide.
out in August.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Warhammer Dark
Saints
Tide.
Row in August. Like, that came out real quick.
Warhammer Dark Tide.
Cause remember it came out in February?
I can't remember. I think so.
And it had that 6 month delay, and it's out in like 2 months now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, so Warhammer Dark Tide, which was a sequel to Vermilion Tide?
Wrong.
I can't remember. How do you get... What was it good?
Vermintide.
Vermintide, that's it.
It had all the rats.
Because you played that one, haven't you?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't play one?
Nope. No, I've got it. I haven't played it.
Which one did you play? Did you play...
None.
Oh, there's the other game that was similar to it, but it's not.
Dark Alliance? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure there was a
One that's
game that you
similar.
played that was similar to like those games, the shooter.
Left 4 Dead? I don't know. I don't know.
It was like that Warhammer. I thought it was like a Warhammer game you played. On that, on you on that ship.
Oh shit.
And it was that shooter, and you had all those guys and mechs and all different soldiers and shit, and you were shooting them the fuck up. You had the shotgun and shit. And you're on the train, I think it was.
Ship.
Fuck, I can't remember now.
On a train. Max on a train. What?
I'm
What game is this?
vaguely.
Max on a
What was it? It was a couple of
Max on
months
a
back, like a month or
train?
two
Like,
ago.
what?
Like it was a game you played. It was like a month or two ago.
Necromunda.
Necromunda, that's it. Is it? Yeah. It was like the train
Max on a
scene.
train.
And you had the shotgun, like, boom, boom, and they're like these big burly guys.
Wait, what is that called?
I think that's a
You
Warhammer game.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it's like a Warhammer game.
Sure.
It's like that. It's very much like that.
Necromunda. Oh, still. Necromunda.
He's going through his list of games.
Where the fuck is it? I can't see it.
Oh, I'll look it up on my phone then.
I see it. Oh, I see it. Right here.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck yeah.
I think that's meant to be like a... I don't like those kind of games.
It says Necromunda Hired Gun. Oh, Warhammer 40K's most infamous Hive City.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's a Warhammer game.
Okay, so it is Warhammer.
Yeah, it's in that.
Yeah,
It's
but
in that.
not-
It's in that vein style. Like it's in that genre of their games.
Yeah, it's something.
But
That
that's
game's fun, but
yeah.
hard.
So Vermintide's another one, and this is the sequel though to Vermintide.
Oh, yeah, those are wave based, like waves the enemies come at you. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
kill them. That's not. That's
A
an
little
actual
bit.
campaign.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of a similar thing. Like you go through because this one was a
You're
bit.
a mercenary and you're a hired gun.
Mm. So they're in
But
that
that looks
set
pretty
genre.
good. Like I haven't played Vermintide. It's got their massive fan base though, so
Mm.
it's only on PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
I
Another
don't know
one
if
they
that's a
dropped.
time thing because I think Vermintide's on PlayStation now, so
Possibly.
I don't know.
Um,
Another 6-month thing.
we got a third game in the franchise as well. They teased off of Layers of Fears. Not just it's not just layer of fear now. It's layers of fears. So it's not just one layer. It's plural layers, and it's not just one fear. It's multiple fears. It's
Right.
like I'm an ogre. I like onions. We have layers. So.
But it is built on Unreal Engine 5 too.
I'm keen for that.
So that's one Unreal Engine 5 game we know of. One of them.
There's a few others. No, wasn't there a few others I mentioned?
Yeah, but none are coming out this year though.
We're gonna go through this because we're gonna get to the last bit and then, we'll go to and then we'll come back. They showed off
Same.
Gotham Knights with the
These
Nightwing
games are on-
trailer as well.
Yes, they showed more Nightwing. I don't know why they showed Nightwing.
I know. I
but-
don't know. Are they gonna show the other characters then or something like? And then
Is there any other characters?
I don't know. And then last but not least of this list for this main section, do you want to talk about the Devolver Digital stuff or not really worry about it?
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. We
I
can
may
just
have.
say there's So basically the last thing they did for the Summer Games
There's a
Fest.
cool game we did see called Angerfoot.
Yes. So there's a bunch of games. We can maybe come back to that at a later date. Maybe we could do a react to it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The last game they had for the Summer Games Fest was the Last of Us Part 1 remake. That was literally built from the ground up in the Part 2 engine, which was pretty cool. So we got a lot of
Wait, what is?
Last of Us Part 1.
Oh yeah.
There's stuff I wanna get
They
into,
got
but-
leaked beforehand.
So yeah, they got leaked beforehand, which is kind of funny.
It's funny because it's from the PlayStation. It was in a blog post. I think they leaked.
I think
it
they
with-
posted it too soon. I think it was meant to go up when the event happened, and they posted it too soon.
a few hours too soon.
So yeah, so that's a bit of a stuff up. We'll come back in a sec.
But yeah, it's built from the ground up, which is pretty damn cool. For PS5 hardware, they said nothing about built ground up for PC. It'd be funny if PC gets the remaster.
No.
first.
No, they are getting the built from the ground up version. They did
Like,
say that.
Could you imagine if they gave the PS5 that one?
Yeah.
Remaster.
No, like I say, they did. No, they did say that they were doing the they're getting the ground up version as well
That'd be hilarious.
for PC.
Yeah, no, but that comes at a later date.
Yeah.
Which this is out September 2nd, so 100 days away. Well,
So
99
we
days
got
away
a
now.
we got a little stuff we want to talk about that, but we're gonna leave that for the last bit. So I want to go through because that could be a fair long rant. I have no idea how long this could take us with that bit of the Last of
And
Us.
so Dark Tide comes out September 13th.
So what I want to ask now is I've got my list of games, and from this list of games that they showed off, what I'm kind of keen in and interested to look at. I don't know what you've got. You got a few games you're keen in from that list?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So I mean,
Mainly
what,
one game, but
what game? What game you keen for from this list they showed off?
Callisto.
Callisto. I mean, I've got a group of games like I'm kind of keen
And
for.
Last
So.
of Us, of course, but
I've got that still there. So I'm keen to check out the Callisto Protocol for sure.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is just stereotypical for me. Witchfire looks good. Fort Solace looks really cool.
Yeah.
Routine. I've got Goat Simulator 3 because I played the first one.
Pretty much the whole list.
Midnight Fight Express, Metal Hellsinger, Nightgale, Layers
Oh,
of
yeah.
Fears, and Last of Us Part 1 remake would be cool to check
That's
out.
pretty much the whole list. Behind the anime game.
It's not the whole list, Jesus.
I mean, you're only missing
That's like
Soul Hackers and that. So.
there's a lot. The list had like 33 games in the list, and I've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 20 other games, 22 other games there that I didn't talk about.
Quarter of the fucking list. That's a third of the list, not a quarter.
Mm.
That's a third of the list.
That's good though. That's good. That's good that I'm keen to see all these games.
I think I'm in the same boat, minus like Goat Sim and that. But
Yeah.
man, I'm keen.
Like
for
I'm keen, but like I can't say
a
I'm
lot of
keen
it.
for like a character build. Like that's just a character build engine. Like
right.
there's a lot. There's a lot that's coming out of this, which is good.
I've still got a whole other page.
And what have you got there?
I've got stuff that was announced today
Yeah, what was
Early this
announced
morning.
today?
and all that, but we got a game which is on the Devolver stuff called Skate Story,
Mm-hmm.
which is a glass demon skating in an underworld. He's a glass demon. Like he's made of glass. He's on a skateboard.
So you got to be careful, because it's going to be very fragile.
I don't know what it is, but
Do a 900, you
it's made
fuck
by
up
one-
and you
it's made
bust
by
yourself.
One person.
That's crazy.
And it looks pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Something
Like
different
in
and
the
quirky.
underworld, and it said Skate Story, so there's definitely a story there, but I know none of it. It comes out next year though. We talked about Last of Us, kind of.
Yep.
That's it. But this is some other things. Aliens Fire Team Elite got the DLC Pathogen is coming out,
Oh, that's the
which
video. I was
has
going to
new
get back and play
missions,
it.
outfits, gear mods, and more. Plus, for PvE, hardcore mode.
They're trying to get people back.
Kind of harder. That's what people want. They want a challenge, but they didn't have it. Like it was
Yeah.
easy after you're done. But putting it in hardcore mode.
I mean,
was
I
simply-
would if I could find it on
fucking harder.
Xbox.
Oh, you find it on PlayStation.
Yeah, you find it plenty on PlayStation. You can't find it anywhere on Xbox.
Hey, that's where you want it though, really. Yeah, but that's some time out. I don't know. Didn't have a date. Also, there's a game called There Is No Light, which that looks pretty good. I've got it. I'm downloading the demo tonight or tomorrow or something. But it's a top-down pixel art.
Ooh.
I can't say a shooter. It's like kind of like Hades. Or
Oh, yep.
something like that. Like, it's on Steam, Epic, and GOG. Comes out September.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play the demo, maybe on stream, maybe not.
Yep.
But I'll give it a crack. I think these are just random ones that I just saw. But there's a game called Madison as well.
Madison.
It's funny how the whole name's capital letter except for the I. So it's I'm Mad Son. I don't know.
Mad Eye
Ooh,
Son.
that's a good name actually. I'm Mad Son. Mad Son I? Mad Eye Son? But that's a first person psychological horror game
Ah.
by Bloodiest Games.
Ooh. God.
What are their freaking name? What the
Bloodiest-
studio name? Bloodiest Games.
The studio name is called Bloodiest Games. Make games that aren't bloody at all.
Oh.
Imagine being something like that. Like,
No,
imagine
I've
having,
never heard of
imagine
them.
making a
Yeah.
game company called Family Friendly Studios, and the games are just violent, gory.
like Doom or something.
Yeah.
But that game, the game Madison, is out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, and Switch
Yep.
July 8th. Another quick drop was like bam bam,
Yep.
but still, it didn't sound like Xbox One, which is weird. It just says PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, and Switch. Where's Xbox One?
What the fuck? What the fuck is on everything else by
I guess
Xbox?
I don't have it for that, but it's on PS4 and it's Series X and S. But
That's
not-
weird. That is weird. Maybe typo.
I don't know. Actually, let me look at that. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see if it is or not. because Steam, I should have it on Google. Should be correct, right? Like on the. Oh, I thought Xbox One on there. Okay. I'm gonna say like, why do I not have it on the thing? Um, okay, that comes out
That's funny.
July 8th. Here's another one. This is bit of Netflix stuff that they put. Like they have a shit ton of games coming out. Nothing that's interesting, I don't think.
Yeah.
But there's a TV show. It has a season 1 called Sonic Prime, which I'm not looking forward to. There's so much Sonic content now after that fucking movie. Like there's a TV show. It's animated, and it's weird. It's animated like the game. It looks like the game, which I'm not keen on. That's out sometime. I don't know when it is, but it's on Net. Oh, excuse me. It's on Netflix. Also, another thing about the TV shows, The Last of Us has finished filming right now. As of yesterday, it stopped filming. Or yesterday was the last day of filming.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fucking cool. Which means it is ahead of schedule, I think, because it might be delayed till next year.
Something like that.
But I'm thinking it is going to drop end of the year.
The fact that they're all finished filming and they're gonna get it done and boom boom bida bum beep beep.
And they've shown images of Pedro and the lady playing Ellie, and he looks like Joel.
Yeah.
Like Pedro looks like Joel. Like,
well,
how
that
the
they did
fuck?
say too. That was like a lot of the influence on getting this the remake done, in getting it out because they want to get it because apparently it's going to tie really well. Apparently, because the show is going to apparently really tie really well with the games, so they're trying to get everything to
Yeah, it's pretty much go along with the first game. Like,
So I guess we'll get moments that we've already seen. Yeah, so we'll get those moments we've seen before, and then even more so that we didn't get in the game. So.
Well, did you play the game though?
Most of the game, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just because they show the museum, which is in the game. They show the museum where he's like crouched down. They're like, when there's a clicker in the room. I was like, they didn't show the clicker.
I'm keen for the show.
I'm pretty sure that'll be physical. That'll be practical effects. Like,
it's so easy to do practical.
Mostly practical.
Yeah, it'd be like those where that'll look
they're
really
just
skinny,
humanoid
maybe.
Enemies like they're just gonna have like heavily modified like practical costumes, make effects. But yeah, that's wrap filming. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a new Lord of the Rings game coming.
Ooh.
It's called The Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. It is a survival crafting game set in the Fourth Age of Middle Earth.
Oh, interesting.
Looks like a co-op. You get to be the dwarfs going back to Moria.
So it's going to be like another arc game?
I don't think it's like that. I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Survival game where you play as dwarfs living in the
mines of Moria, yeah.
That'd be cool. And you can build your own little huts and stuff. And
No, you're in the castle.
yeah, but you might be able to run.
Doing the thing, like you get. They shown the building. You get to pimp out the thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can do it your own way. Make it look how you want it to look.
It also come into the Epic Games Store. Epic Games Store 2023. So
that'd be cool.
that's all what's on there. Just the Epic Store. That's it. I'm guessing because it's still early, they haven't put nothing else on there.
Yeah.
But that seems like a game that would be on a lot of things.
I'd say so. It's just like exclusive early access to Epic, and then from there roll out.
But still, that being dwarfs crafting survival, like
Minecraft.
I wouldn't have even realized like a survival Middle Earth game. Like I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Like we had the Middle Earth games, but they were more action adventure.
Yeah.
Like, I got one more. This one looks fucking dope. Think of Project Zomboid, but better. Literally more upgraded.
Yeah.
But it's called Humanity. That's what they called it. It's a top-down open-world zombie survival shooter. Survive, explore, scavenge, build, craft, hunt, fish, and more. Alone in co-op or alone? Alone in co-op. Alone or in co-op. I don't know when that comes out there. It's probably a long way away.
Hmm.
But it looks fucking good. Like, it's open world, twin stick shooter, but zombies, survival, crafting. There's a few of them games now. You get the fish in the zombie apocalypse. You have time to fish. I don't know why, but you can fish. I just hope it's not as tedious as Assassin's Creed. They said you. Let me get this. There's a fish you have to catch in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That is so fucking rare.
Oh
I
god.
spent 4 hours trying to find it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fishing's like in that game.
Shit.
Cause I mean, Sea of Thieves is always rough where you're like, fucking, you gotta like.
At least in Far Cry, it gives you certain areas have certain fish. In Assassin's Creed, all fish are everywhere. And you only get silhouettes of fish. You don't get to see the fucking fish.
Oh, so you never know.
Oh, you know, all the fish look the fucking same though.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. You won't know what you're gonna catch.
I got lucky. I'm just like, this better be a fucking cod. Because you use a stick on the line, you just drag it like this.
Oh
So, like,
no! Of course, it's like it's a cod. Oh no! I've got Black Ops.
Hey, Black Ops is good.
Cold War.
Yeah, that game's shit. But I hated the fishing. Far Cry was easier because everything was marked specifically. Was this fish in that region?
Actually, I'm just trying to think. We've got this quite long. Do we want to make this rant the extra rant like a separate video? Do we want to do that? I reckon we could rant for a fair bit.
Here and just do it.
I'm thinking about it because we could have a rant for
Yeah.
a fair bit, a special rant
Not a
episode.
fair bit, but it's gonna be a little bit.
Could be like half an hour. It could be a rant for an hour.
It'll be 3 hours.
Because we're already at an hour and 40-minute mark.
I mean, I said other stuff that you didn't speak about.
No, that's the thing. So if we're still talking about that, that's gonna take it to 2 hours.
Oof. Like,
I have no problem with that, but I just
really
don't want to be.
got
I don't want to
nothing
be longer. I want to be like
actually.
3 hours or 4 hours.
although I do have a thing. Green Hell VR is out now on PC.
Cool.
Also, Among Us VR is coming out holiday 2022
Among Us.
on MetaQuest and PC.
Among Us.
That looks good. I've seen gameplay. That looks fucking good.
In VR?
You can't see around you.
Yeah. You just
If you're doing a task, you're just stuck to it. You can't see around you.
That's great. You wouldn't know if anyone comes up behind you.
This person turned and up the hallway, two Among Us characters went off to himself.
Like first person just.
You're at their level. Like you're at the and there's like these big ass fucking things just running around everywhere.
Like, because first person definitely changes the experience. Like,
I would play that over the original Among Us.
yeah, it'd be more suspenseful
You can't
because
see anything. Like you can't see
Yeah.
the next room. Like
yeah. So you don't know what
you
you're
can
gonna walk
just
into.
die like that.
Walk along, someone comes up behind you, and just freaking snaps your neck or something.
You couldn't hear him running.
Ah.
I don't know if there's voice. That'd be voice chat for the dead and alive people, right? Because that'd be pretty dope.
Maybe.
But still, it sucks. Not on. Maybe it's on PSVR 2 when that comes out. I just can't say it yet. Maybe. Because it should be
Possibly.
that complex. Like, Jesus. Who knows? But man, that's all I've got.
Well, so I think we'll wrap this up and then we'll do a bonus video for sorry for those that said we're gonna put in this. It's gone on. I didn't realize how long this video has gone on. We don't want to drag it out. Those listening, I do apologize. I think if you want to watch it, come along to the YouTube and check out the me and Jim rant about the Last of Us 2 community, or not the community per se, but the gaming community. Just a little heads up.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bit of a rant, and it's gonna go for a while because we want to kind of break down what's going on with the remake and what people don't seem to get their heads around. So we're going to talk about that. We may even chuck in videos of like the comparisons and stuff. Who knows what we're going to do in this video.
I've already got the video, the pictures. So.
You got the pictures, so I mean, maybe because I know there's a gameplay trailer thing.
In the Beardy chat.
So yeah.
No one looked at it.
So.
Yeah,
So I think we'll do that. We'll wrap up this podcast episode here. Those who want to check out the rant, come by the YouTube. We're going to have it up there. And yeah, I think
Indeed.
leave it to Jim to take it away.
Yeah, boy. Thank you, Beardies and Beardettes, as always, for a glorious episode 24. We thank you for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, running and listening. We have been Dale and Jim, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
I don't even know.